New media! Welcome to week 5 and 6. Here we are. Let's go. Let's keep this next project simple with 8-bit characters. In this video, I'm going to show you what you need to start this project. Either on paper, if you have just regular plain line paper, if you have computer paper, if you have graph paper, that's great. You can do this right away. Otherwise, you're going to need to make graph paper if you don't have Minecraft, which is the other option for this project, and to make a Minecraft 8-bit character. So you're going to need a piece of paper, obviously. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need a ruler, and you're going to need colors. You can use colored pencils. You can use crayons. Pretty much anything that you have, you can use. Paint, if you're careful. It's going to be a little tricky to paint inside squares, so keep that in mind if you choose paint. Let's jump right in. First, I'm going to show you how to make graph paper like this. So what you want to do is start at the edge of your paper. Pick a measurement. So I'm doing a 1/2 inch. It's the halfway point between the edge of the ruler and the one there. And I've marked it with my marker so that I know that that's the basic measurement that I'm going to use going forward. And then I'm just going to mark every 1/2 inch. And if you know how 1/2 inches work, mark right above the line. Okay, and then go all the way to the bottom of your paper. Line up the ruler on the same side and mark 1/2 inch at the bottom. Make sure your ruler doesn't move and keep it as perpendicular to the page as possible. Once you have those marks made, you can rotate your page so that you can see how the marks line up, and then just using your straight edge, connect those dots. Make sure that you hold the ruler firm. Believe it or not, you can do this project without a ruler. You just need a straight edge, and if you mark a point on that straight edge with your pencil or a marker and use that as your measurement going forward, you can just make your rows and columns and boxes according to that measurement on that straight edge. There, I finished doing the vertical lines because the page is going to be like this. Next, we're going to do the horizontal line. And to do that, you need to turn your page this way and make your measurements. Remember, it's going to be a 1/2 inch. Use the top vertical line and mark every 1/2 inch. If you want to, you can just use that same measurement. Just line it up with the previous mark that you made, and you should have a mark at every 1/2 inch. Do it at the top and do it at the bottom. So I have my marks at the bottom now that are lined up with the marks at the top. I can't stress this enough, you have to make sure that your whatever straight edge that you're using is lined up with the edge of the paper at the top and the bottom, going from the same side, either from right to left or left to right. Doesn't matter, it's up to you, but make sure that that measurement stays the same at the top and the bottom. So don't rotate your paper, just move the straight edge straight down and make your marks, making sure that the edge of the ruler is at the edge of the paper. Now that you have your marks for your horizontal lines, all right, now you want to rotate your paper and do the same as with your vertical lines that we made. Okay, so this is an issue some people have. They think that the marks that we made initially when we did the vertical lines should be the ones that we use here. Make sure that you're connecting the right dots. All right, I know that it's not this one to this one because then I'll have a diagonal line. I don't want that, so I'm going to make sure that I line up this dot and the corresponding dot on the other side so that I have a nice straight line going across. And there we go, I have my graph paper. Now I can make my 8-bit character. I did this in marker, but you should be using pencil. Next, you'll want to find an 8-bit character template. Next, you want to mark with color or with a pencil the areas of color. So on Mario, I see that he has 4 boxes worth of brown shoe, and I'm going to start it close to the edge so that I leave enough room going over to the right. So I'm going to mark off where his shoe is brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 4 white spaces, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for his left shoe. And you can label these with X's, or you can put B for brown. Whatever you gotta do to mark these going forward. These ones are going to be red. 2 blank spaces, then 2 more red. And it's just following the guide of your 8-bit template. I don't know what to put here for his hand. Skin? And then I can go back and cover and erase all these out.